So this example is a multi-step problem, and this actual example was given to you in your homework and can be found on page 162, and this is question 6 from the Olson text. So this is a multi-step problem, and you can expect to see something like this on your test. So the question given to you essentially is the order comes in that's been prescribed to your patient Xyrem 2.25 grams orally, given at bedtime while in bed, and repeat 4 hours later. So how many milliliters would you administer to this patient if your strength of the drug is 500 milligrams per milliliter? So the first thing that we have to consider here is that the order is given to you in grams, but your strength comes in a milligram form. So that's our first issue that we have to take care of, is converting our grams to milligram units in order to understand this. So this is a conversion that we would expect you to be able to do on the test. This is part of the metric system. So if you need practice with the metric system, please let me know so I can give you worksheets. This is understanding going from grams to milligrams, milligrams to grams. That is something we expect you to know, and you wouldn't be given that conversion. So we have to first work through that conversion first. So 2.25 grams is equal to how many milligrams? So the unit fraction that we're going to use in order to understand this is 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So if we set that up as a unit fraction, what we end up getting is 2.25 grams over a certain amount of milligrams is equal to 1 gram over 1,000 milligrams. Okay? So essentially we can do a cross multiplication here, and then we get 2.25 grams multiplied by 1,000 milligrams is equal to X milligrams multiplied by 1 gram. So the idea here again is we want the X milligrams all on one side, so we're going to divide our right side of our equation by 1 gram, and we're also going to divide the other side by 1 gram. So those will cancel out, and the milligrams will then be on their own. So what we actually get, X is equal to 2,250 milligrams. Okay, so what we have established here is 2.25 grams is equal to 2,250 milligrams. That's our first unit fraction we've had to establish. So that's the first conversion that we had to figure out. Now what we're going to do is figure out, because the order tells us that the strength of the drug is 500 milligrams per milliliter, that is our second unit fraction that we will use to determine the number of milliliters that this patient needs. So we will take our now converted grams to milligrams and multiply that by our unit fraction, and I will do that down below. So we have 2,250 milligrams that need to be given to this patient, and we're going to multiply that by 1 milliliter over 500 milligrams. And again, if you're uncertain in your test when you do what, which number goes on the bottom and what goes on the top in terms of your unit fraction, ask yourself, are your milligrams canceling out and you're left with milliliters? If not, if you're ending up with milligrams squared, you've got the unit fraction the wrong way. So just keep that in mind. So yes, those do cancel out. We then get, if we multiply 2,250 by 1, we get 2,250 milliliters. Don't forget your units, and we can divide that by 500. And our final answer to that would give us 4.5 milliliters. So to answer this complete question, what we would say is you would administer 4.5 milliliters at bedtime when the patient is in bed, and then again 4 hours later. and that would be worth on a test about 5 marks because there's many multiple steps here. So always show your work on a test so that you can get even part marks if you didn't get the answer correct. I hope this helps. If it does not, please let me know, email, and I can work with you one-on-one. Thank you.